coders. Today we'll learn how to make a nice overlay navigation menu like you saw earlier. Source code and timestamps are available in the description below. Alright. In our HTML file, create a div class called overlay and give it the ID of fullNav. This ID is for our JavaScript code later. Inside this div, we add an anchor tag. Then we add the cross symbol and close the anchor tag. Below, we add a div class called overlay content. Here we will store the links of our navigation menu. I will be adding 5 links in total at here. These include home, about, services, testimonials and contact. Then, we close our overlay content and overlay div classes. Next, we will make the button that opens up our navigation menu when clicked. First, we make a div class called center to center our button. Inside, we add a button with class of bars and give it some inline JavaScript. Then we add our bars icon from Font Awesome. Next, we close this button tag and our div class. Before going to CSS, let's see the output so far that we have with just HTML. Okay. First we import Poppins font. Then, we set background color and font family for our body element in our HTML section. Below we style the center class for our button. Then, we style the button itself. We set position as absolute and give top property for center position. We also style the button using color, background, font size, color and padding to enlarge the button size. We also remove the border, set border radius for curved effect, and give transition property for a hover effect later. Now, we style our hover pseudo element where if hovered, the button changes color and background color. Okay. Let's now go to our main part, which is the overlay navigation menu itself. First, we set full height to cover the whole page and 0 width. This is because we will style the width using JavaScript later to ensure the navigation menu fully covers the page on all devices. We give it all a fixed position to cover the page and give a gradient background. I'm setting a purple background at 135 degrees. Then, I set overflow as hidden for a sliding entry effect. Lastly, I will set a transition of 0.3 seconds for making the slide effect even more smoother. Now we style our overlay content div class where we style all content of the menu. We use CSS properties to ensure the links are centered in the menu. Now, we will go to style our links itself. We set text decoration as none to remove the underline, block display to stack links on top of the navigation menu and a transition of 0.3 seconds for our hover effect later. Once complete, now we will add our hover pseudo element for all links. We will also give a focus pseudo element to ensure that the link colors change even though the user is hovering near to the link or surrounding the link. Alright. Now, we will style our close button to position it on the top right corner. We do this by adding absolute position and giving top and right properties. Lastly, we add a media query to make this navigation menu responsive. We use this media query to ensure that on smaller devices, the size of links and close button will be smaller. Okay. We have finished CSS. Lastly, let's go to JavaScript. We will make two functions. First is OpenNav. We set the navigation menu to cover the full screen in this function. Then we set our close-nav function to have 0 width, or in other words not cover the web page. Let's check our output. And that wraps up this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and do consider subscribing to the channel for more coding tutorials with free source code like this. Till the next one, goodbye.